Here we go. Hello, everybody. It's your boy Impact here, and I'm gonna make this stream's gonna be a little different. Yeah, no, this is the fourth stream in the. I know this is the fourth stream in a row, but let's be real here. It's not gonna be our usual everyday hangout stream. This stream is gonna be an experiment. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be talking about one topic on the stream, and it's gonna be a one topic stream. So yeah, this stream's gonna be one. I'm gonna talk about one thing in the stream, and then it's only gonna be for a few minutes, and I'm gonna end it here. So yeah, I just call these topical streams. So we're gonna. So this is something called topical streams that I'm gonna be doing from now on. If this goes well, I could do more of these. So what I'll be doing on these topical streams is I'm gonna be talking about latest cartoon news, like in this one, we talk about the recent announcement about Paramount making 4 SpongeBob movies, and if this goes well, I'm gonna talk about my opinions on it, and I'm gonna use myself and my opinion on it, and if it goes well, I could do more of this if I find out if there's anything that piques my interest. I might do a video on that or topical stream on that. If this one goes well, if it gains more views, then I'll probably do another one. If under one condition, if there is another topic or another piece of news that piques my interest, then I'll make a video on that. How you doing, Jordan? So anyway, on to what I wanted to talk about the stream. Yep, as you might have saw in the title, Paramount is working on 4 SpongeBob movies, 4 more SpongeBob movies, and yeah, they're still making more SpongeBob movies. So one of them's going straight to theaters, and the 3 others are going to Paramount Plus. And those 3 that are going to Paramount Plus are going to be the spin-off movies. I believe one of them's the Sandy Cheeks spin-off film, which we've known about right months and months before we found out about this news. Yeah, they're working on a Sandy Cheeks spin-off movie, live action animated. They started filming in New Mexico, I think, last year, I think. Yeah, they're then they started filming in New Mexico last year, I believe. And back then we didn't know what streaming service the new Sandy movie would be on. We originally thought it was gonna be Netflix or Paramount Plus, but I knew it was gonna be on Paramount Plus. Because considering that the majority of SpongeBob content is gonna be on Paramount Plus right now. Yeah, the Sandy movie is gonna be on Paramount Plus. And I believe they're saying they're start coming out starting in 2023. So, and now before I go talking about the new 4th theatrical SpongeBob movie, let's talk about the other spin-off films. So, other than I believe that would be the Sandy Cheeks movie coming out on Paramount Plus as one of the 3 spin-off movies announced, I believe there'll be 2 other character-based movies that are coming out based on the SpongeBob characters. So it's basically gonna be characters that aren't SpongeBob, and it's gonna be other characters. So we all know Patrick has his own spin-off show, so Patrick probably won't get a movie, unless he would get a movie, and the movie would be based off the Patrick Star Show, which is already out. Last, yeah, well, it just hit me. What if the one of the movies on here's a theory. What if one of the movies on Paramount? What if one of the SpongeBob movies on Paramount Plus, the spin-off movies that is, it would be like a Patrick Star Show film adaptation, where Patrick Star Patrick wants to make make his own movie, starring him, and of course we got Squidina Star helping him out, and his parents encouraging him. So, yeah, course, we got yeah. Uh, I doubt they'll probably make a Patrick Star show film adaptation. Yeah, if they were to make a Patrick Star movie, they'll probably do it in the same universe as the Patrick Star show. So they'll probably the funky art style, Patrick's uniform, Patrick's design, the character designs in the Patrick Star show, including the infamous change of Patrick's parents, and they'll have the the creative art style, they'll have the wacky out of context humor and visuals that the Patrick Star Show is known for, which a lot of fans really hate. Remember, I found out. Remember, I think the Patrick Star Show is a meh show, which means it's not good, it's not bad, it's just a meh show. It's debatable. I found it okay. I mean, it's a solid show, but I don't find it awful. And I don't find it really great, like masterpiece. And I think Camp Coral. I hate to say this, but I think Camp Coral just might be better than the Patrick Star Show. Not because of the animation. I mean, the animation Camp Coral sucks. I mean, but in terms of story, it's okay. And I mean, Camp Coral. I mean, I can see for Camp Coral, I can see what they're trying to do. I mean, they're trying to tell SpongeBob. They're trying to tell the backstory of what SpongeBob was a kid when the characters were kids and they had fun in summer camp. So, hello, Larry. Yeah, I can see what they're trying to do. I mean, at least Camp Coral has a plot, and at least we got some decent episodes. And well, Camp Coral is not well. Camp Coral may not be good. Well, it may be a cash. It may just be a crash grab from Nickelodeon, the almighty overlords of children's television. Well, sorry about this, guys. Trying to think about what else to say. Of course, I came unscripted like always because I'm thinking about the shit off the top of my head. So, yeah, I think I've talked about Camp Coral too much, but yeah, I mean, like once again, I could see where Camp Coral came from. Nickelodeon wanted to cash off, wanted to bring in cash for SpongeBob. They wanted to make a quick buck, so they and once again, I believe Steven Hilberg was tolerant of the whole Camp Coral fiasco, and I believe that Patrick Star Show was produced right after he died. Wasn't yeah. And Patrick Star Show was announced right after Steve died. Like, not after Steve died, but months after. I mean, heck, the Patrick Star Show was first announced back in 2020, summer 2020. So, this was a year and a half after after Steve died, back in November 2018. So, yeah, but I'm done and I digress about the talking about the spin-off shows. I'm talking to the whole point of the series talking about the movies that Paramount, and I mean Paramount Global, the new name for Viacom CBS, Nickelodeon's parent company. Yeah. Thanks to that executive meeting that happened yesterday. Well, yeah, Viacom CBS held a executive meeting, a big upfront yesterday. Yep, that's right, Jordan. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, Viacom, CBS, they had this big meeting yesterday where they talked about in the end where they announced new projects like the new Sonic projects, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and the new Knuckles spin-off coming out in the Sonic show. And of course the SpongeBob movies are coming out. And along with Blue's Clues, No Way Home, the new CJ Dorsey revival. And yeah, they're making a Blue's Clues movie, which is in the style of No Way Home. It's gonna feature all three hosts of Blue's Clues, joined together with Blue himself. Yeah, it's interesting to have. I kind of find this new project to be interesting because it's interesting to see all three hosts of Blue's Clues coming together for one Blue's Clues adventure. I'm pretty sure that's what the adult Blue's Clues fan would like. Seeing Steve, Joe or Josh, I forget his name, and the host for Blue's Clues and You coming together for the adventure of a lifetime for a Blue's Clues fan. So back on topic. What was I talking about? So yeah, Paramount. Yeah, Viacom CBS announced that starting today, they're changing our company name from Viacom CBS to simply Paramount. I told you about this last night during last night's stream. So I brought it up during last night's stream because that piqued my interest. I told you guys in the past that I told you earlier that whatever piques my interest has to be talked about. Like the stuff about Paramount's up front last night, and where we're talking about right now, before SpongeBob movies being announced. So from now on, Viacom CBS is now going to be known as Paramount Global, and Paramount is a new logo. And I believe they're rolling out this new logo for future theatrical films. And before I go talking about the other spin-off film, I want to talk about Paramount's new logo. I hate it. I mean, I don't hate it as much, but it's basically the Paramount Plus logo, but without the plus, and the background is slightly darker. Yeah, Quiet Place Part 3 is in development, thanks to the upfront we know about last night. So yeah, I just think the Paramount's new logo sucks because it's just the Paramount Plus logo, but without the plus and the background being darker. When at the end of the logo, that's just Paramount Plus, but without the plus. To put it safely. Yeah. So anyway, now back on track to this stream's top. What the title is known for. What the title stream is known for. So SpongeBob's So for the next spin-off film, I mean, the other spin-off film ideas would I think is a good idea, but besides the Sandy film and the since besides the confirmed Sandy film that's gonna be, we know there's gonna be a Sandy film, and my idea for a Patrick Star Show film adaptation, I actually thought of a good idea. Remember SpongeTron from SB129? What if he gets his own film adaptation? I thought about this in my head for the past few days, but what if SpongeTron gets his own film? What if we go back to the future? What if we go back to Bikini Mom in the future? Because I want to see them do a spin-off like project involving around SpongeTron, the SpongeTron clones, and future Bikini Bottom. I want to see more of that Chrome and Bikini Bottom, the Chrome like future Bikini Bottom, like we saw in SB129, and Buried in Time, only barely. I mean they gotta. I think they should delve more into the future Bikini Bottom, and where we see the SpongeTron clones and Patron, and future ancestors of and the future versions of the other characters like Squidward, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, Plankton. What if they actually did a movie about like a 44-minute movie revolving around the SpongeTron clones going on an adventure? I don't care which plot they do. But it would be nice to go back to the future Bikini Bottom. See, like a, yeah, I mean, they should give the one-off characters their own spin-off movies like SpongeTron. Yeah, I mean, and if they were to, and another spin-off idea I had like a movie. If they were to do this the Squidward musical theme project, I would think that's a good idea. Like if they were to do the I mean, all right. I'm not turning the TV on. Yeah, well, probably that's enough for now. So, if they were to do the spin-off, the Squidward music theme spin-off film, like we actually thought I mean that was announced with the Patrick Star Show spin-off. So, if they were to go with I mean, we originally thought that we were going to get a Squidward music-based spin-off project back in like 2020, but unfortunately, that was just a rumor, and yeah, that was basically just a rumor, and that never came to be. We actually thought it was going to become the Netflix apparently, but unfortunately, I'll put SpongeBob on. So, for copyright, we actually thought that a spinoff, a Twitter music based spinoff was gonna happen. Like, I said that it was originally gonna it was originally gonna Netflix, but it unfortunately, I think that was just a rumor, and that was just fake news that Vincent Ward debunked on Twitter. But I wish that wasn't true. I mean, give Scooter his own goddamn spin-off film or show, whatever. I mean, that Squidward, the Squidward music-based spin-off film deserved better. If it actually was one, I mean, it would be interesting to see a Squidward spin-off about, like a music mockumentary or revolving around Squidward's music career, and like a little music mockumentary like thing. I mean, that should have never been a rumor, and that should have never been debunked. I mean, it would be pretty interesting it would be pretty interesting to see Vincent Wall. I mean, it would be interesting to see a Squidward spinoff about him and his musical career. Like have him would it work? I mean, one sec. I'm gonna go back to what I was saying in a sec. It'd be interesting to see a one where yeah, we want interesting to see one where it's yeah, it'd be great. And here's what I think it would be about. It would be about Squidward quitting the Krusty Krab finally, and he has enough money to has the courage and money to quit the Krusty Krab and start a music career. Like he would have to found does something about his musical career, and he would have to get better. He would have better lessons of playing the clarinet and getting an agent, and then starting his own music career, and him being a hit, and then like and there's like conflict ensues. There'll be conflict in the movie. Yeah, and it'll be I imagine it being like a mockumentary, like Squidward, like narrating parts of the film, like a mockumentary, like Surfs Up and Ten Bears. Yeah, Surfs Up's the only mockumentary I could think of at the moment. Sorry. So, I actually think that a Squidward mockumentary film would be a good idea, revolving around his music career. Like we would, I mean, what could have been? Like, this is, the phrase, what could have been? Yeah, I mean, it would be great if we actually got a Squidward spin-off film of a music-based spin-off film. Because that would actually be interesting. That'd be interesting to see Squidward actually succeed in his music career. see with his musical talents. Yeah. And see the conflict that his newfound career would have. I mean, that would actually be interesting. Yeah, if they actually if the crew actually stuck with it, and if the rumors were true. Sorry, that I didn't mean to shout like that. No. Now there's another idea for a spin-off film. I mean, this may not count as a spin-off film because SpongeBob would be the main focus, but what if they actually were to do a time skip? Wait, never mind. I actually thought that was the future one. What if they were actually do a Into the Spider-Verse No Way Home type film which would lead to my idea for a possible plot for the fourth theatrical film. I mean, I don't care if it's like either on a made for streaming film on Paramount Plus or a theatrical film straight to theaters. But what if you're actually this actually does lead into my idea for a fourth theatrical film, and I'll get to that later. So, what if we were to get like a film with an idea that's similar to Spider-Man No Way Home? The movie that's popular, right? One of the movies that were popular last year, like Encanto. So, what if we have a film that's like No Way Home, where SpongeBob meets his past self, his past self, like the one we saw in Help Wanted and the rest of season 1. Where SpongeBob encounters where some multiversal madness goes on, and where Sandy, and they go on an adventure, and that actually leaves SpongeBob to encounter his past self, like the design we see in Help Wanted. Then later on, he'll encounter his season 1 self, his season 2 self, his season 3 self, and the movie self, and a bunch of other SpongeBob designs we've seen like a CGI for him, like in SpongeBob Water and Sponge on the Run, a stop motion for like the stop motion specials. It's a SpongeBob Christmas and the Legend of Bikini Bottom, Doodle Bob, Spongetrons. Yeah, they could make an appearance. And imagine I wonder if they bring up events from the previous episodes, like previous episodes and projects. And that would have been a better third movie than the one we already have, Sponge on the Run. I would have called this project yeah, I thought the title Spondo Generations, but that sounded like Sonic Generations. Another possible title would be Into the Spongeverse, but I realized that's the title of the Spider-Man film, Into the Spider-Verse. I don't want to steal their ideas. But then again, Treehouse of Horror segment from The Simpsons was called Into the Homerverse. So, alright, so, yeah, that would have been a really good idea for a SpongeBob movie 3. I mean, that would have been a better idea for a SpongeBob movie 3 than the Scrap Space Cat storyline, or in the one we have in the final version of the film, where, yeah, Gary getting kidnapped and SpongeBob and Patrick going to rescue him, with Snoop Dogg, Dan Trejo, and Keanu Reeves getting in the way. And that's the one we got right now. Yeah. And I suppose this does lead to the next topic of the topical stream. The next part of what I wanted to talk about. The fourth theatrical film. So, oh, thanks. Yeah. So, SpongeBob's getting a fourth theatrical film. Now, technically, this would be the third one because Sponge on the Run, well, in terms of the United States' release of the movie of Sponge on the Run, because Sponge on the Run was never released in theaters in the United States. It just went direct to streaming on Paramount Plus as a little original film, and I never actually saw the light of day in theaters. United States theaters, and it also went on digital, and it got a physical re-release, fortunately. But technically, it was only released in theaters in Canada, so yeah. So yeah, I mean, but even if you want to consider SpongeBob to be the third theatrical film, although the United States never actually put the film the film in theaters thanks to the pandemic. I mean that what I mean it was gonna be set to theaters in May 2020, then later August 2020, then July 2020 and August 2020. But fucking COVID. I mean, it ruined it. COVID ruined the film's chance to be released in the United States in theaters. So, yeah, we can't. Yeah, that's this chances of being in theaters are dashed. So, anyway, I digress. So, the fourth, the fourth theatrical SpongeBob movie, the fourth feature length film, the fourth theatrical film of the series. I mean, if they went with the one I talked about earlier, the Into Spider-Verse like movie, the No Way Home like movie idea, that I would have been fine with it. I mean, would have been fine if they went with the No Way Home styled idea with the No Way Home like idea for the movie. That would have been great. I mean, and that should have been the plot for the third film. I mean after No Way Home, and I had this plot. I mean, I had this idea with SpongeBob meeting his previous designs in my head, right? Months and months before, years before No Way Home came out in theaters. I mean, I'll be right back. Who's home? Never mind. That light came on for a second. So, but if they actually went, if SpongeBob movie 3 actually went with the No Way Home like idea, I would have been fine with that. It would have been a really great movie if they actually went with the idea of SpongeBob encountering a multiverse and meeting his past selves, and they would have made some meta jokes and references to the previous episodes. That would have been a really good idea. But instead we get a rip off to a previous episode, along with wasted celebrity cameos and you know, Camp Coral flashbacks. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, Sponge and Rona was alright, but it's probably the worst SpongeBob movie in my opinion. The fun movie one was good, but it's right now right now I find SpongeBob Water to be better by hair or so, because yeah, alright, let's rank SpongeBob movies from worst to best. Sponge on the Run, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie 2004, SpongeBob Water. There. I ranked them from worst to best in 5 seconds or less. Yeah. Sponge on the Run's the worst, and SpongeBob Water is the best. And SpongeBob SquarePants movie is it's in the good territory. It's a good movie, but I mean, but just like any other movie like I've seen that has its problems. Even SpongeBob Water has its problems. But I could talk about them in a later video. And another topical stream. I can actually do another topical stream where I can talk about the problems the movies have. No, I mean the first two movies have. I'll probably make a separate topical stream for Sponge on the Run. Considering that everyone else has been talking about the film, I want to give my opinions on Sponge on the Run. Anyway, on to the fourth movie. Yeah. Honestly, I think that I don't think I actually think that how to. I don't like the juntings before they come out, but I think the fourth movie would actually I'm actually in the mix. I actually have a mixed bag on this one. A little part of me thinks that after Sponge on the Run, I think the fourth movie's gonna flop, and another part of me is saying that it's just one fluke. Sponge on the Run was one fluke. Who knows? Maybe the fourth SpongeBob movie can, or maybe the fourth theatrical film could be better than Sponge on the Run. It could be worse. It could be as bad as Sponge on the Run. Who knows? It could be as, I mean, it could be as bad as people claim that Sponge on the Run is, but we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, literally, the fourth movie, along with the other spin-off films, are currently in the works, and they're currently in development, so we don't know much about the films yet. I mean, we just found out about this yesterday. Although for the Sony film, we found out about this years ago. I mean, around 2020, we found out about this. So I'm pretty sure they're still in like production of it, like pre-production. I mean, in the middle of pre-production and production in the film. I mean, last we found out about the Sony film, they started filming it. I mean, honestly, I wonder if they're still fucking filming the film. Yeah. I mean, I think they're still filming the Sony film, and now I already talked about how I think what my opinions on the fourth film, and how it would what its outcome would be. But I haven't talked about the outcome for the spin-off films that are coming up to Paramount Plus. Well, the spin-off films, well, in my opinion, it's good. It's just like the fourth theatrical film. I'm actually thinking that the same thing. I shouldn't judge things before they come out, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll have to watch the trailer for the new Sony film, and for whatever spin-off film's coming first, and the trailer for the fourth SpongeBob film to come in the theaters. I'll have to watch the trailer first, or maybe look at some teaser posters and behind the scenes look first. Behind the scenes footage first. And I mean, I gotta see what it looks like first visually. I gotta see what the there's a possible chance that the spin-off films can be good, and there's some that could be bad, or in the mix. But once again, I don't want to judge things before they come out. I mean, like they say, don't judge a book by its cover, and that's what I'm not gonna do. Yeah. I mean, if the Sony film is good, if the spin-off films were good, then they're good. I mean, they could possibly be better than Patrick Star Show and Camp Coral, or they could be worse than Camp Coral and the Patrick Star Show, or it could be as good or bad as them. And who knows? I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait until later this year or early next year. I mean, we'll have to wait until we actually find out some more news. We'll have to wait until we find out more information about those projects. I mean, another thing I heard rumors that the Sandy movie would be called Saving Bikini Bottom, but I think that's just a working title for the film, and they'll probably think of another title for the film. Yeah, because SpongeBob SquarePants, we all know, is now Nickelodeon's Marvel Cinematic Universe. And of course, Nickelodeon's gonna keep making more shit for SpongeBob, making more SpongeBob stuff, just to cha-ching, the money. Doing it for the money. Yeah, they're doing it for the money. That's right, folks. They're doing it for the money. Cha-ching. Yep. That's what Nickelodeon is. It's like Nickelodeon's Resident Evil. It's like the Capcom of Nick. It's like the Capcom. It's like SpongeBob's Capcom, or it's like, I mean, you can. It's like the Capcom of. It's like the Resident Evil of SpongeBob. I mean, I can't even come up with that term. I mean, Nickelodeon's just like Capcom and Konami, in terms of their corporate state. I mean, we all know that. We all know that Capcom's just running Resident Evil into the ground according to the Sonic Child. Same with Konami with Silent Hill. I mean, Nickelodeon's doing the same thing with SpongeBob SquarePants, and we all know it's going to lead to a bad outcome. Yeah. And they're never going to end SpongeBob SquarePants. They're going to keep airing new episodes for years and airing the new episodes of the spin-offs for years. Yeah, speaking of spin-offs, I mean, speaking of new episodes of SpongeBob, when the fuck are you going to release new SpongeBob episodes? I mean, sure, you're going to air the new episodes called... Sure, you're going to air the two we've heard about called Patrick's Tantrum and Goofy Scoopers from seasons 12 and 13 respectively on February 25th, but when the hell are you going to announce new episodes of SpongeBob for season 13? I mean, seriously. The last new episode in production order, in terms of the ones that haven't been leaked in other countries that we have, is SpongeBob's Road to Christmas, which came out on December 10th, 2021. Yeah. So, yeah. Seriously, the last episode that the last episode that hasn't been leaked by other countries, and the last episode of SpongeBob that hasn't been leaked in other countries by the other countries and that air SpongeBob. The last episode that hasn't been leaked was SpongeBob's Road to Christmas in season 13. I mean, that's the first time in quite a while that we had SpongeBob's Road to Christmas is the first episode in quite a while that hasn't been leaked in our countries, and it only aired first in the United States. And I wish it got good ratings because it's an unleaked episode, and it aired first in the United States. But unfortunately, it's the lowest rated special of the series. It's the lowest viewed special in the series, and yes, SpongeBob ratings have declined lately. I mean, literally, the lowest viewed episode of SpongeBob was Knock Knock Who's There from season 12, and that episode was pretty good. Well, that episode was pretty good, and got the worst possible outcome. It's the lowest viewed episode of the entire show. I'm serious about this. Dead serious. That episode deserved more. Season 12 deserved more ratings. I mean, it deserved more viewership in their original airings. Season 13 as well. I mean, and I suppose I should bring this up. Yeah, although this stream has nothing to do with the what I was talking about the stream, but if you were gonna watch a Spawn episode that's been leaked in other countries, then I should say don't watch the leaks of the new SpongeBob leaks, episode leaks, because although Goofy Scoopers leaked in other countries, Goofy Scoopers leaked in like a Russian on demand service, whatever. And hell, there's even the spinoffs got leaks. Even the spinoffs got leaks. Like Camp Crawl doesn't have leaks, fortunately, but Patrick Star Show, two episodes of the entire show got leaked. The episodes in question are Who's a Big Boy and Club Nodi and Heritage Festival. I don't know what, I forgot the word. It's hard to say. I think it's called Nodi and Heritage Festival. I'm just gonna call it the Heritage Festival. Just call it the festival episode, the Heritage Festival episode, because I forgot the first. I have trouble pronouncing the first word in the episode title. I mean, I'm just call it the Heritage Festival. Yeah. Those 2 episodes got leaked. Yeah. And the reason why I decided not to watch those 3 episodes of the franchise is, I mean, that's the reason I decided not to watch those episodes yet is because they've been leaked. I mean, watching leaks is illegal. I mean, I learned my lesson. I mean, I mean, even fucking Minimalist Post got leaked episodes. I mean, there's a shit ton of episodes from Minimalist Post that got leaked in other countries. And it's the latter half of the series. See, yeah, I'm serious. There's a few episodes of Minimalist Post that got leaked in other countries. And I chose to watch these episodes in the United States when they originally air. Now there were a few exceptions, like, and this goes to everyone who wants to watch a leaked episode, an episode of a show. Now, this doesn't just apply to SpongeBob or the spinoff. This applies to any show you watch. If you want to watch an episode of your favorite show and it ends up getting leaked in another country, do not watch those leaks. They're illegal to watch. I mean, it could be considered illegal. I mean, if you have, yeah, I mean, plus I'd probably, I mean, it's illegal too. I mean, you'll probably get in serious trouble if you watch if you get a Google Drive link for an episode hasn't aired yet. I mean, and of course, good old network execs won't like that. I mean, yeah. For example, if you want to watch an episode of Steven, if you know the show ended, but if you want to watch an episode of Steven Universe and that, well, I'll say like a show that's currently airing still. I mean, if you want to watch an episode of The Simpsons, that show is still going on. If you want to watch an episode of The fucking Simpsons and an episode there, I mean, an upcoming episode has been leaked first in another country, do not watch the leaks. If someone provides you with a link, a Google Drive link for the leaked episode, do not watch it because, man, it's wrong and it's illegal, and it's not gonna look good for the ratings for it's originally in the United States. Yeah. If you want to watch a spun episode that leaked, don't. Wait till it airs in the United States or officially, and if it's accidental or not, wait till it airs in the United States first. If you're a viewer that's watching this in another country, then do what you do. I mean, if an episode of SpongeBob, if you live in another country and an episode of SpongeBob that hasn't aired in the United States yet airs, then do it. I mean, watch it, and don't spoil it either. It's not gonna look good. I mean, it's not gonna look good for any viewer in particular who's looking to watch It's not gonna look good for ratings. I mean, the ratings for SpongeBob have been declining lately because of those damn leaks. I mean, and of course there are exceptions because, yeah, the reason why, I mean, I already watched the episode of Patrick's Tantrum, and before you go rambling about this, but before you freak out, I watched the episode on the season 12 DVD. The season 12 DVD. Yeah, I mean, the one on the shelf. I mean, every episode except for Quarantine Crab is on there. And I watched the episodes that aired right before season 12 would eventually end on there. And get this. Season 12 is an official DVD. That DVD is not a bootleg. It's an official DVD. It's an official release by Paramount Home Media Distribution. So that means I legally watched the episode if it was shown first on DVD. That means it's official. So yeah, I said it. So yeah, I'm rambling about something that has nothing to do with the title of the stream, but yeah. But still, still spin-off films and the theatrical film. I'm not gonna judge him before it comes out, but if we have if we have more information on the new spin-off films, spin-off or theatrical, I'll let you know in an upcoming stream. If the stream goes well, I'll let you know. Okay, so yeah, I'm ending the stream right here because that's all I want to talk about. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this stream and hope I make more of these because I hope I make more of these because yeah, I hope I can make more of these because I really want to keep doing more topical streams. I mean, I want to make you guys, the viewers, happy by sharing my opinions on SpongeBob and not just SpongeBob, but other shows in general. So anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching this stream, and remember to subscribe to my content, or subscribe for more content, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. And yeah, and let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more topical streams. If you want me to do more of these streams, I could definitely do more topical streams. Yeah, I mean, let me know if you think this would be a good idea to keep doing streams like this, where I only talk about one thing and spend like a limited amount of time doing it. Yeah, I could definitely do it too. I could definitely do it. I mean, if I have the time. So anyway, yeah, that's all for the stream, and I'll see you guys later.